Today is 3rd January 2025. So this will be my first video that I'm publishing on this channel this new year. I hope so. I can't remember if I published video before. So Happy New Year, everyone. So the interesting topic today is something that I see a lot of women doing that doesn't benefit them, and that is not all women, but I would say some. It's sad. It's becoming like average woman is doing the same thing, and that is pursuing career over family. See, it will never go well if you have that mindset. I understand feminism is encouraging you to do that as a woman, as a female, a woman female, that forget about marriage, forget about starting a family, just focus on and raise your family. No, focus on career to get to the top. Go to school after your tertiary institution, get your degree, go for your masters, after masters, go for your PhD. Just keep going up, keep pushing for career until you get to the management level, until you start a company and start making millions. There you can settle down. The problem you people are making is you assume men are like women. The men you want, you think they think like you. See, women project they project themselves to men. They think that, oh, because men like pursuing money, they want to get to the top, probably before they get married, for some, or that is to accumulate wealth to a certain extent before they consider to settle down, to have a family. That if the women do the same thing, then men will accept them. No, we want different things for women. We don't want the same thing. Men don't care about your career, especially men that have options. The only men that you will stay thinking that will probably consider you or accept you are men who don't have option. Men who, you could say men who are poor. Men who probably are struggling to survive. They might not be poor, but for them, they kind of, whatever that will make them to change their financial conditions to be much better. Even if it's from a woman, they might choose that option, but not if they were given, if they have the option, they wouldn't have chosen to marry those such women. Those are the kind of men that will eventually go for you, not because they actually want you, if they have the option. And you don't want such men, because you know that the higher you go in terms of career, in making money, in becoming wealthy or richer, the more you want to have men on those cadre. Men making same financial income or higher than you. So in that case, such men will not want you. You should know that. Expect that any man who makes millions, I don't know which country you live in, men who makes millions or men who are considered wealthy, they will want women who are, they don't even want a woman who probably is ambitious like they are, who is busy, always outside the home. The men who actually look for ambitious women are men who probably, like I said, are poor or something like that. If you have the money that to the point that you can even keep a woman in the house and feed your family, and they will still live rich lifestyle without the woman going out to work, that such men will not want you with your high career, high paying job. Because another thing men don't like is women that get to that kind of level, that have gotten so many degrees, that have gotten to the top. They come with masculine attitude. Even if it's not masculine attitude, they come with some attitude like, hey, I can't be submissive to you after all. I make the same amount you make. You might be thinking, no, I will be submissive if I meet such a man, but you're not, because we've seen it over and over. Eventually, that biology will kick in, because it's in you. It's not about what you say, it's about what you do. So, my advice, stop focusing so much on this career thing if you're a woman. Even these days, men self wouldn't mind, especially such men. What I mean is men who are still coming up, who probably have gotten job or in a right path, and you are still young. Get married at that time. They won't stop you from pursuing your career, even as a married woman, even as you are having children. You can still climb, even worst case, at a slower pace, if that is your goal, and if your man is okay with that. But if you must insist that you must get to the top before you settle down, by that time your skin has wrinkled. If you like, keep doing plastic surgery. There's nothing you men want anymore as a man. Your beauty has faded. You probably, by that time, you're about 30 something to 40 years. How many kids can you give the man? You're already aged. You are not too young. He cannot control you as much as he will control a young. Because that's what men don't want, to come into their home. I'm having a relationship with a fellow man. It's only gay men that can do that. They want to be in control of that relationship or in control of their home. So they won't want a woman who will come in as a partner. No man wants that. No men who will tell you they want that are the poor men or men with less options. Rich man will not want that. To tell you are a partner, two of you are equal. Then you go your way, go and find another man to deal with that, your headache. So it has happened to a lot of women. By the time they get to that top, they will not see any man to approach them. When you are still young, you are 20, you are 21, you are 22, men will be approaching you, 23, 24 years old, 25. They will be approaching you because at that time your age is telling you look very fertile. Even when you are not even pretty, but because of that age, it shows on your body. You look fertile, you look sexually attractive at that time. That's how biology makes men and women, because that your fertility is what makes a man attractive, finds you very attractive, so that be able to procreate. But once you start going down, worst case, you just see you as somebody to have sex with. And even when some of them will approach you, irrespective of your age, because you can't lie about your age, it tells on you. But even when they approach you, your attitude alone will push them up, because you've already, as you are going up, going higher as a woman, you tend to accumulate some of those masculine traits in the workforce. And as you accumulate all those things, it puts men off, because you always want to be you want to also be dominant. You want to be the one issuing order, making decisions. You want your man to be seeking your permission for things, because you do that in your workplace, and probably you are the boss in your workplace, probably you own a company, you have employees, you command them, you do all those things. So in your home, you expect your man to be under you, or to give you, allow you to also exercise such authority. Like I say, he has options. When he has millions or very rich, why would he go for somebody that will give him headache when they are young, 20, 25 years old, that will be submissive and treat him like a king, while you are there treating him as a partner, as an equal. No man wants to be equal to a woman in his own house. Trust me. They can tell you anything they want to tell you to make you feel good. But inside them, like I said, it's only when they have option. Because they don't want to be open to you, so that you won't feel. What do they want at the end of the day? Sex. If they tell you exactly actually how they feel, trust me, they don't want you to be equal to them. And you don't want that, trust me, because any woman that say, I want somebody, a man that will accept me to be equal to him, Giving less than a month in that relationship, you see the woman will hate the man because your biology will kick in. You want somebody to, your biology is meant for you to be submitted to a man. So if you cannot be submitted to a man, you will not respect that man, no matter how you claim that you will. There's a difference between what you say and what reality shows you. Biology, you cannot go be. You can. Nature is nature. It doesn't matter what you read in school, what they tell you in seminars or workshop about feminism. You are strong and independent as a woman. Eventually, that nature will take its course. See, a lot of women now, they are kind of miserable because they are now at the top, but there's no man. Even people who still end up having children, giving birth, even when they are still not under any man, they still crave for that man, crave for family. Don't look at men. Don't say, oh, after all, I can be a single woman. I don't need no man. Men and women are not the same. We are wired differently. Men, trust me, men actually get married not because they crave for it. The reason why they do that just because, number one, is the right thing to do. That's an expectation from the society, not because biologically that's what they are, as in, it's a big desire burning in them. No. They do that because it's the right thing to do, or they need all these resources they are trying to accumulate. They need somebody to transfer it to, so they need to have children, so that those children will be able to take over all this thing. Oh, they want their name to continue, so they need children for doing that. If not, the women, if not for everything, that's why you have womb, you have breast to be able to take care, give birth, take care of the child until it grows up. So it is something that, see, that's what sometimes I try to convince is a waste of time. Eventually you will learn it the hard way. You experience it, then you understand. If I'm saying it now, if I'm a woman 25 years old, 22 years old, 20, you'll be calling me names by watching this video for what I'm saying. Yeah, you'll be saying all kinds of things. Until you get to that age, you become 30 years old. You see, right now at 22 years old or thereabout, you see men flocking around you. You think that will continue until when you are 30 years. Let's watch and see. Once you get to those age I'm talking about, 30, 35, thereabout, even when you are even less than 30, the fact that you become so rich, let's assume for some reasons you become very rich, you put a lot of men off, not because they feel threatened that you are rich. No, it's just that your attitude kind of, because it doesn't matter your richness, every man wants softness from a woman, but when you become so domineering, basically he's dating his fellow man, so it's can as well, unless the person is poor, that's the only person, or a simp, or a weak man, that's the only person where he can still stay with you. So I will encourage you. If you are already in that kind of stage, you are already old, because I consider any woman from 30 upward, consider you already old. There's nothing you can do about it. You don't have to like what I'm saying. So if you're already at that age, probably the best option would be a polygamous family. Hey, find another, even if he's a rich guy, but he's willing to marry as a second wife, third wife. Why not? After all, you have your own money. You can even beg the man to allow you to have your own house, separate from this house with the first wife. He can be coming there to visit you and taking care of things. Why not? That might be a better option for you. After all, I don't like monogamy anyway. So polygamy might even be a better option for you. If you want that, you must get to the top. You must pursue your degree, your master's, your PhD till the top. I'm not stopping you, but remember that by the time you get to that stage, you're already old, and no man will want you at that stage. So that's the right the truth. So do not focus so much if you're a woman at the age. Just try and get married, even if it's not your goal, because eventually you realize it's actually a goal. You might think that, oh, no, your career is important, you don't want to. Don't worry. When you become 35, 40, realize how miserable your life will be. Don't look at us men. Many men didn't give birth at all or have any family. But look at them. Now the whole world is gaining from them. Even with men who got married themselves, they didn't even have any legacy left. But those who are not even married in the past, look at, we are enjoying some of the inventions they left thousands or hundreds of years in the past. So that's why I say you are not a man. So don't think that if you see a man that is not married, that is not interested in getting married, you start to look at him. After all, this man is not married, so he has no interest to get married. So I can also do the same as a woman. Well, even if you can't give birth for some reasons, maybe some medical issues, go and adopt. Even as a woman, go and adopt. Like I said, don't look at men. Men have their various so it just goes. There are things that tick in us. Some might be to have children, some not necessarily children, or having a family, you know. So anyway, just want to give this advice. I know some will not take it, some will make mockery of it, but look around you. If you're a woman, look around you. I'm not talking about those who come on social media and make noise. You can even those on social media, look, some of them earlier, few years in the past, I claim, oh, I'm strong and independent, I won't marry any man, to hell with men, this and that. A year or 2 years later, he's back on social media begging for any man to come that is ready to settle down, to get married, that is, he's ready to have even his one child. Anyway, so this is not for men. This video is not for men, it's for women. You know, this is the right, I mean, this is the best advice I ever give you, especially if you are just coming up, just finishing your school or entering higher institution, your first degree. Get married even when you are still under your first degrees in university. If you see an opportunity, see a man who is responsible enough that can take care of you, get married, and you'll be surprised. By the time you finish school or maybe do your masters, you are done with bearing children. By the time you get to about 30 something to 40 years old, your children probably are already past secondary school. You have more time in life as from 40 something years old. Your children probably will be close to 20 years old. So you are done with your mother role. They are already out. So you are now there with your husband, and you can go back to your career and even go higher if you want to. But if you focus on career and get to 30 something, by that time you'll be able to give birth. You cannot, and no man will even want you, even if you can manage to give one birth or not. The only man that can accept you are the men you don't want. Men who discuss you, that you find disgusting to stay with because they don't have money or for whatever reason. Okay, that's all I have. Alright, so like this video and subscribe and watch out for more videos.